Ah! Yeah. I think we're all back on. So Paul Trotter, 651,000. We are back, Mick the Mod. We are indeed. You're the only person watching at the minute. So I'll wait to show the next footage from the outer tables. So we're back. The only thing that's missing are the hole cards. So last session of the day, unfortunately, with no cards, but we're still bringing the action. We're bringing the action from the outer tables as well. Thought we'd gone for good. No, that's take that. Oh no, they're back for good. Sound is bad from the tables. Well, check it out, Rich. For some unknown reason, there's been some kind of server issue. So we're on the case. But I think we should be back now with the pictures from the table. With Lee Tatters in seat number 3, 949 flop. Paul Trotter, one of the chip leaders, on 633. Good morning. How are we doing, Brad? We are back. But as we know, there is no. But yeah, Paul's got ace 4 of spades. How bizarre. So PK's on it. He knows there's been an issue with the server and a connection issue maybe. We have the cards. We don't have any.
That was really. I looked at that river card. I was like, this looks weird.
A 2 of hearts.
Different deck.
Ah, got you.
The sound's all gone off, guys.
No.
We're working on it behind the scenes, Eddie.
Not very often it's like this.
Let me check. I can check these things.
We're on the outer table and we're going to try and bring you as much outer table action as possible. And this.
There's Dean sets Alex in blind on blind with a 10-9. Alex calls ace-8.
Alex Montgomery out. Another cash though for another super run. Playing well.
James Parker's still in.
Yeah. So Alex Montgomery finishing in 27th, which is why we are down to 26. It's all good on YouTube, says Tim Buckley, which is good news.
Going to be a walk for Stu Rutter. Yes, Mike Leonard, there will be a book tomorrow. It will be opening up around 7-8 a.m. and book will close about 11:45, just before the day starts. So prices will be out tomorrow morning.
They will indeed. Just checking the pictures and everything, making sure that as much as we've got, everything seems to be okay. Good evening, wherever you may be, whatever you're doing. Hope everyone is good.
It's not a YouTube problem, is it? Because my Twitch seems... Oh, okay, my Twitch is a bit blurry as well.
Yeah.
Twitch seems a lot smoother than YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube seems very laggy. Cheers, Doodlem. Stream is best around, in my opinion. Nothing much anyone can do about technical issues.
Yeah, unfortunately, we hate any problems anymore, just as much as you guys do, and I know you stick with us through thick and thin. But there's not very many times it does do what it's doing today.
I can only recall once,
Yeah.
ever, since I've been doing this job when we haven't had old cards, and that was in Blackpool, when it was exactly the same, some connection issues. But we got a giveaway coming up this session, so still a chance to win some money yourself. So I got one €15 morning mystery ticket to give away, and chip counts. These were the chip counts at the...
No, that was the
break before.
That was the break before.
James Ryan.
Obviously, PK was under the table.
Oh yeah, of course he can get chip counts.
Yeah.
Fixing the table.
Yeah, we can't see the cards anymore, Connor, because there's been a server issue connecting the action tracker to the table. We've got the action, we've got all the betting, we've got the sound.
Sterain
It's a little bit distorted.
says, given we are the latter stages of the tournament, has Balsey turned up yet? Assume he made the money. Do you know what? I saw him on day one, sat there playing. I went, what are you doing? And he didn't cash this event. It's because he actually played a day one for once. He didn't turn up with 5 minutes before the bubble with his 10 to 15 big blinds. But Balsey did not get on the right side of the money, which is a first. And talking of problems, what happened to Towers treble? Don't ask Mackham's Mackham. I essentially do this job for free. With all the money I lose on your treble.
Hold on a minute. You had a 6-timer today yourself.
Yeah.
You said I put chunks on this. It's 7-1, can't fail.
And at
That's
half
what you
time,
said.
5
And
were
at half-
losing.
And at half time, you could have put it on for 30,000 to 1.
Yeah, but this is my usual betting money that I've done my whole life, and I've used to putting my Saturday bets on. With your treble now involved, I've got an additional bet that I've got to put on, which is costing me money that I didn't usually account for.
Got you. But the amount of money you won in Blackpool from the treble coming in and the week before, 2 weeks running.
Is that a needle? Is that actually
Oh
a
yeah,
needle?
sorry. What happened in Blackpool?
I didn't put the treble on because I remember someone come into the comms booth at like 2:15 and gave me like the early break. And then I remember coming back in after my long break, half time, and the football tower goes, they're all winning. So, yeah. Yeah, Dan Laidlaw is out, Demount. Yes, I do know what place Dan finished in. 42nd. Yeah, Eddie, I know you're obviously just coming back in after break, but cards aren't showing this session, unfortunately. A few problems with reading the whole cards. How's Tony Filoni doing? Is he still in, Tony
I
Filoni?
think Tony's in the cup. Tony's playing the side event. He's in the cup.
And yes, Cal is still in.
So Nathan flings over ace-5. Tats gets out of the way. Nathan pulls in chips. Moves up to 153,000. We're down to 24. I don't think we got the eliminated player in 26th. But unfortunately for everybody out there, it was Nathan Jones, and 25th was Candy busting in 25th, about 30 seconds after Nathan Jones bust. So Nathan was out in 26, Candy was out in 25, which means we're on 24. And that means a 3-table redraw.
Yep. Well, we're on the 3 table. This is where we're off to next week.
Where are we going?
888 Edinburgh, Wednesday. Tower and I will be there. We're starting off with a cash game stream, and then usual schedule throughout. Thursday is going to be the day 2 of the voyage. Friday will be day 2 of the high rollout, then main event coverage Saturday and Sunday.
Looking forward to it. Another 888 festival, Wednesday to Sunday.
It might be in luck, Demon. The Mad Turk might be coming to the table.
Might be. We're going to find out who comes to the table very shortly, because we're on 24.
And then this is the rest of the UKPL schedule. After Luton, after Edinburgh, Manchester, London, Leeds, London, Cov at the end of the year.
And then for the GUKPT circuit, there we go. The UK Open after Berry New Road. Blackpool, 10th till the 17th. Like I say, Sunday to Sunday only. Not a 10-day festival, so there's no mystery bounty.
Wow, 705 runners at the Vic so far, Tower, and there's still the turbo flight tomorrow. Demon, I was here all day yesterday. I was here all day yesterday. Where did I disappear to yesterday, he said. Don't you disappear again.
Unless it was when Dan was here. That's a bit unfair.
Could have been. Could have been. Unless he was one of the people that were having a few drinks at the hotel last night, and I went to bed when it was my round. That it could be. Well, it could
That's
be.
a great idea.
Spent a lot of time with you, Tower.
Great idea.
He's rubbing off on me.
Oh, you know that belt I've got on? Oh, that was way below.
So 3 tables left, 24 remain. How you doing, Wilco? Slater is out. Tim Slater, other Slater, Nathan Slater is in. So Tim Slater's out, but Nathan Slater is.
Are you sure?
in. Yep.
Oh yeah, Matt, 39th. 39th, Tim Slater.
Yeah, Tower's the richest man out of all of us. Brad knows. Goes on 18 holidays a year, plays 400 rounds of golf, eats at the best places.
Tell you what.
Never has to put his hand in his pocket. People just love him. Come up to him. You want a beer, Tower? You want a beer? You want a drink?
We didn't get a full chip count at the last break because PK was behind the scenes trying to figure out what had gone wrong with the hole cards, so we didn't get the full chip count. But we're getting a full chip count from new players, I think. Is this the first time ever that we've got a redraw and 8 new players?
Yes, it is.
That's incredible.
That's Slater in 1 though, isn't it? Is that not Slater in 8?
Is that Nathan in 8?
Yeah, that's Nathan in 8.
Oh, damn. I tell you what, that's some going though.
So we'll run you through the new table, guys.
That's Mike Lee in 4.
So
is that Connor Healis in 3?
Paul Trotter. We got Paul Trotter as well.
Oh, Trotter's there.
Yeah. Paul Trotter in 1. Connor Healis in 2, Michael Lee in 3, Tom Lagsau in 4, Cal Morel in 5, Vince Melly in 6, George Pop in 7, and Nathan Slater in 8. You remember?
Checkers, please. Pop,
You remember Tony
pop,
Ringe?
pop.
Always in the
Yeah,
1 or 9
Tony
seed.
Ringe, yeah.
Vince Melly always seems to be in 3 or 7. Always, always. He's another one.
I've not seen Tony this year.
Not seen Tony in a while, so I hope he's doing
Tell you who
well.
we're going to see at the UK Open that we've not seen since the last UK Open, and he only stayed a day because he got ill.
Go on.
Martin Holmes.
Martin Holmes,
Martin Holmes has messaged me. He is on his way to Coventry and he says he is not going to get ill. We're playing we'll play 2 more levels.
About about quarter past midnight. We had a 40-minute dinner break this evening, so about quarter past midnight.
Yeah. Didn't one of the Only Fools horses stars dies? I'm not sure. Not been reading. Been trying to watch less news lately. So
Best thing ever done, Tower. Not ever watch the news or read the paper.
to be fair, the worst thing that was ever invented was a 24-hour rolling news channel. Ever. The worst thing ever in the world that was ever invented. It shouldn't be allowed. Day 3, 14 players, says Brad. From 24, yeah, it could be a good shout. Could be a good shout. If we're down to 2 tables, I think we'll have done very well from 139. I really do. How many people got this far on 1 bullet? It actually tells you on the information.
I will tell you. So
And it
1,
wouldn't
2,
surprise me
3,
quite a
4,
lot.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 of the remaining 24 are on their first bullet still.
Wow, 15.
15 of the remaining 24 are on their first bullet.
Toddy's not in. Toddy is out.
Yep, Ewan was the bubble. He bust the spot before we went hand for hand.
Yeah, Ewan bust, didn't he?
Yep.
Ewan bust. We're down to 24 out of 436. We know there's no hole cards, but we will be getting out of table action as well when anything does happen on those tables. And obviously on our tables, when they go all in the call, you'll see what they're in with. Where did Connor go?
Must have got moved. Unless we just missed something.
No, he didn't. He can't have moved.
Oh, there was an all-in and a call. I've just rewinded because no graphic was there at all. We didn't even catch the cards or the run-out. So Connor Healis out in 24th, leaving us with 23.
So what happens is when when there's an all-in and a call, I'm guessing it goes to the outer picture so you don't actually see the cards. That's a bummer. 8-9 versus Kings. Thanks, Bob. Thought we were mad.
And at 11 o'clock we will do a giveaway. I've got one more €15 token.
You thought he was Ewan. He does. Conor Healy does look a bit like Ewan, doesn't he? When Ewan used to have long hair.
Gibraltarian says, we saw it. Me and Tower dilly-dallying about.
I don't know what happened. I think
one job we got, Tower, to cover hands. That's literally our only job.
I think PK must have come in and told us some news regarding the table, but that was a bit bizarre. That. Sorry, Connor. He was on the table. Oh dear. One job, just one. How does the table sound? Because for me, it doesn't sound very good. Hopefully it does for everybody else. What does Cal do study-wise?
I think he doesn't do too much regarding solvers, Phil, but I think it's just not a lot of people, just a close-knit group around him. Very close with Arian, very close with Rob Duras, Brandon Shields as well. Like, he just got like a lot of good poker minds around him, and I think just discussing ideas. But I don't think Cal's one that actually studies too much. But to be honest, Cal doesn't play online other than on the Grosvenor site, so he's more of just a live, getting in there kind of player. Will be very good at exploit, but will also have that sort of fundamental theory base that you need. But I don't think he actually does too much work in the solves or too much study. Some people have just got the gift of the gab, ain't it? Yeah, kind of like that. Phil.
Kind of like Carl Shaw and Gary Miller.
I think the only difference, obviously, Carl and Gary are predominantly playing cash with a dabble of tournaments, whereas Cal always playing tournaments. Don't even think he touches cash.
No. Why would you when you run like Cal?
The dog's there. That's all he needs.
His little dog is there.
And all the stars are lining, Tower. I mentioned at the start of the day today with Paul Trotter bagging the chip lead in this exact event last year.
Yep.
He bagged the chip lead in this event this year. And who won this event last year?
Cal Morel.
There you go. Is it going to be a history repeat? Same chip leader going into day 2 as when Cal won last year. Is it going to be a case of deja vu? As Tom moves all in here for 185 over the opener Paul. No, Glenn Gaines busted a while back. And Alex Montgomery was first out after the break. He finished in 27th.
So Tom's in for 185. Mr. Trotter in seat number 1. Initially raising, but gets out of the way. Tom lags out. 22nd Tom. Gets out of the way, pulls his stack back, and Tom has 217,000.
I'm on the case for you, Gary. How won his €15 tournament token. Wants to know when he can play it.
When will the Goliath events be released in Coventry?
2 weeks.
And when we get to Coventry on the Monday, we will see Jim. He will tell us they will be released on the Tuesday or the Wednesday when we're in Coventry for 7 days. We are streaming a full 7 days in Cov.
Yeah, about then, man. I sure. I think 20 past 12 is
where
we're going to be done on stream. There's Nathan with the ace-5 opens. Hijack raises to 16. Over to Tom in the small. Going to be hand over. This one makes it 50.
Smiter says Malta is booked for April. Is that the 22nd to the 29th, Smiter? Or the Battle of Malta, which I think is the first week of April.
Cool. From Nathan here?
With ace-5? King high flop, king 2-9. Nathan's got ace-5. Better 30 from Tom in seat number 4.
Yeah, Nath. What is he up to? Nine of diamonds turning now. Look what's in the middle. Look what is in the middle here. 176 and Tom with 137 back. Now Nathan going to take the initiative here. And does fire. .46 into 176, so small size, quarter pot from Nathan Slater. Tom out of the way, and he's going to show it. That's how we know he's got ace-5. He showed it. He did have the ace-5 off.
Shows ace-5.
Ace of hearts, 5 of diamonds. Shows the bluff to Tom. We don't know what Tom had, but Nathan definitely had the ace-5 there. Showed it to the table.
Showed the ace-5. Is that Smiter from Sunderland, aka the Cuttlefish? Massive player. He's not that big. He's got a few pounds on him, right? But he's not that big. So he's going to the Malta Poker Festival at the end of April. Nice one, Smiter. Might see you there. You never know.
Oh, 10 minutes time, we are going to be going to the final giveaway of the day. I've got one more €15 mystery morning token to give away.
Why are we talking about Smiter? Smiter's in the chat box. He's watching on Facebook. We get all to see all chat boxes, and Smiter is watching on Facey. You're watching on Twitch. We can relate the question. $23 players left. Last out was Conor Healis. Guys, can you say, hey Smiter, it's Freddie from Newcastle. Hi Freddie. I'll let you know if he replies. And if it's not nice, I shan't tell you.
He's just signed off. He's just gone, Freddie.
Might see him tomorrow at the Grosvenor in, where, Stockton or Newcastle. Smiter won the deep stack in Stockton last week. Just see, there were two John Roberts. That's why there was a John Roberts saying he bubbled, and then there was a John Roberts in the cash. And John Roberts, there were two of him. One had 150k. You had 33, and you tried sitting in the other guy's seat. I'd do the same. To be fair, I'd do the same. That's my 150,000. It is honest. Ace 3, Jack 9 on the board. Vince Melly in 7. $47,000 to call as it's check bet from one of the chip leaders, Mr. Paul Trotter, in seat number 1.
How are we doing? David Kingswell. I've just come back to the site after problems with the whole cards. Only to still be there's problem with the whole cards. Has it gone again or just my laptop?
No, David, unfortunately we do have an issue that can't be rectified in a 20-minute break, so it's going to be an overnight jobbie.
And you got to reply, Freddie. Smiter says, Freddie, you've earned yourself a cuff round the lug, son. Whatever that means.
A cuff around the lug?
Cuff round the lug.
There's a slap round the euro.
Oh, okay.
A lug. There's a lug oil. There's an ear. Never heard of lug oil?
Oh, lug oil. I've heard of lug oil.
Yeah, lug oil, same thing.
Lug oil, yeah. Is it ear not lug oil?
Yeah. Sure you. We're just checking out the lagging guys as well. I'm glad me and you go straight to bed after work.
I'm helping PK out.
Oh yeah?
Even PK laughed.
Imagine.
I'll be under the table tower.
Imagine. Oh. Is it this USB to
I'll get one of them things, you know, like the fake mechanic under the car where it's just the legs and the board under the car so it looks like someone's working. I'll get one of them, just some legs sticking out from under the table. Make it look like I'm there. So we'll try 150 on the end here. Sorry about this lag, guys. We can see that Vince is in the tank.
Yep.
Here's a question why not much is happening and there's not much we can really talk about with the hand. Is it hole cards or is it hold cards?
Hold?
Hold is in H-O-L-D.
Hold cards, isn't it?
It is hold cards. I've always thought it's hold cards, but some people think it's hold cards with
No.
a D at the end. It's always hold.
Yes.
And I think it's more overseas in America they think it's hold cards, but I thought I'd just
Yeah, no.
get a debate going in the chat.
Hold. Richie Burner, spot on.
There must be one of the people in there watching that thinks it's hold with a D at the end. Looks okay. Looks okay. I think we're back normal. Still no whole cards, but looks like the lag has gone. I'm guessing we'll have the old fast forward at some point. Ace in the hole.
Yeah, we're going to do a giveaway at 11:15. If you're sticking with us, guys, there might not be as you might have a better chance to win. Obviously, with the whole cards missing, it's not the coverage that we're used to. But PK does have problems.
How are we doing, Dara?
Hey, Dara, Katy Swift is still in. She is. She was down to about 12,000 today, wasn't she? And got herself a double up. Fading flush draws and all sorts. Probably see you over in Dublin the next time, Dara, for the Irish Open.
Do you know what? I've never spoke to Dara in person. I've seen him about, but he always seems busy.
Yeah.
Important person. Never had a chance to grab him. I'd like to have a pint.
Especially in Ireland.
I'd like to have a pint.
Everybody knows him.
Pint with Dara this year. Yeah, Ireland's a hard place to grab him.
What he means is, Dara, is will you get him a drink?
I'm not you. I'm not bloody you.
Can't see the whole cards because there's an issue with the table relating to the action tracker.
How are we doing? Connor Healis in the chat. Busting out about 20 minutes ago on stream. 24th place for £2,850. Says, no worries about missing that hand. Quite happy for that one to have gone under the radar, to be honest. There you go. And 4s for Nathan, 5s for Vince. We've got some whole cards. Good evening, Dave Nichols tuning in. What did I say about Wolves Tower? He didn't listen, Dave, did he? And now look.
What's that?
You didn't listen about Wolves.
Who said it? What did I say about Moles, Dave? You're not wrong. They're on the list. They're on the list. 2 out of 3 we got. If I'd have stuck Redding in like I should have done, would have been dancing in the streets.
And Rod Oliver with a tip for tomorrow. Villa to win and both teams to score. Better than them silly trebles. Agreed.
Who are Villa playing?
I don't know who Villa have got tomorrow. I'm sure someone will let us know in the chat.
Is it Man United? I think it's Man United, isn't it?
Could be. I think you're right, actually. They're both players with a boat. I'm probably going to be check. Difficult to get called by words, but Nathan going to go for a bet here with the 4s. 13k, so a small block, and Vince calls with the 5s. Nathan shows the 4s.
Yeah, couping impossible at the minute. Sheffield United, Brentford. Who would have thought Sheffield United with the form that Luton have been in? And then Sheffield United go and stuff them. They were 5-1 Sheffield United. 5-1. So, blinds are 4,000, 8,000. Apologies about the whole cards and the problems with the tables. But we're going to stick with it, and we're going to stick with you guys until the end. We're going to have a giveaway in about 15 minutes' time. Apparently Jay's asking me a question. Great. He's going to get me back for Ed Sheeran, I'm sure. Spurs were awful, but couldn't get anything going, and you ended up winning. What were we, 96th minute or something like that? Jacks versus Jacks. This could potentially be a biggie. Nathan out of the way. Paul Trotter out of the way. So 3 bet at 40. I think this is just a jump. You did, Tim. I didn't see Sheffield United beating Luton, I must admit. Not with the form books as they were. Time bank to be used by Tom Legs Out. So it just makes a call. Thought it might have been all of it, but obviously too big. But he has only got one SPR. Tom Legs Out, seat 4 with the jacks. Unless it comes 3 of any suit, it's going to be a chop. Well, the redraw with the jack of hearts for Vince in seat 7. There's no right way to play the jacks. Yes, they are. They're the normal cards now, because the table is not picking any of the cards up at all. So there's no need to use the RFID cards at this stage. So they are the normal cards. And obviously the whole cards still get picked up by the flop cam. I do have to say that Mike is doing a great job in the background, because he is inputting every card manually. He's not, obviously they're not RFID cards, so they don't automatically pick up. He's inputting the cards himself, so we can still see some action. We're playing for the remainder until the end of level 20. So about an hour and 10 minutes ish. YouTube's fine, says Smiter. Cheers, thank you.
About an hour and 20 to go. 1 BB blind bet.
Yeah.
So
They're both going to turn over jacks. There we go. That's how he knows. Jacks against jacks. Obviously it doesn't go to the flop cam because they're not RFID cards, because they're not being picked up by the table. How bad is this question going to be at 11:15?
it's actually quite an easy one.
Oh, here we go.
If you're good at counting,
No,
you're not.
no.
We'll get something
Ask me something on fishing.
fishing.
Well, I don't know anything on counting.
Okay.
I don't know anything on fishing, but it's probably a better subject than counting.
Rod Oliver says, played on the same table as Cal all day in the mini at Coventry a few weeks ago. Very solid player. Here we are, the wizards in the chat.
Yeah,
Sparky's figured it out. What a genius.
How we doing, Sparky?
IQ of 200, that man. He's figured it out. Sorcery.
I'm guessing we'll see you in Cov, Sparky, for the big one.
That's a good point, Dave Nichols. What about if I asked you a question on trebles? Do you know much about them?
Very bloody funny. Let me tell you. Very clever, yeah.
5 minutes time we will do the final giveaway today. We only got one €15 left, and then we've got a closer seat to give away tomorrow, as well as the live stream free roll. Still no one in it. No one wants a free closer ticket trying to guess the password.
see the guy the other day that looked like Frank Gallagher?
Yeah.
Is the password "Let's party"?
It's funny because, like, I remember Shameless, like, because like, 14, 15 years old, I used to watch TV. So my TV knowledge is only good, like, between 2005 and, like, 2012, I'd say. I know Frank Gallagher is from Shameless. That went on for years, that show, didn't it?
Yeah, it was
years and
superb.
years.
So funny. So funny. Mormon, who bought his dad a present to play GUKPT, and his dad went on to win it, and Chris still hasn't won one.
It's 8 letters. I gave that clue away earlier.
Yep. Has the password any capital letters?
Nope.
Nope.
It's like a guess.
I'm saying no, I don't even know what it is. The question is how many episodes of Shameless were there?
See you at Cov Sparky.
Nice one, Sparky. We'll see you there. It is going to be an absolute cork of the UK Open, and we're doing 7 days of live coverage. Don't know what we're covering, but we're just covering things.
I'll be covering my ears Saturday.
See, if you had worked it out properly and gone to Coventry to play something in the earlier week, you could have gone to watch Coventry Leicester City.
Oh yeah, because that's a game I want to go and see.
Igor would have taken you in, yeah, or just do what I did.
Here he is, man of the moment. Good evening, sea folk. Thank you very much yesterday. You sent some lovely chemicals to my brain in that moment. I'll tell you that. I was absolutely out of it. I was just in hysterics. I'd actually had a second fit in the evening when I was just talking to the missus about my day, and I had to explain the story. I couldn't get the story out because I kept having a laughing fit while I was trying to tell the story. Only a seafoe could do that, Tower.
Yep. Indeed. Let's shoot. Oh, Katie's videoing. What's happening? Katie has got kings. She's all in against ace king. Do we hold? Katie's got the video out for the vlog and for the Twitter and for the Instagram.
Come on, Swifty, we deserve some run good. Don't do it like this.
There we go. No ace, no Barry, and we get a double.
Hold.
Yes, she says. Sit back down again.
So Katie up to over 600k. Let's go, Swifty.
Look at that.
Could it be another Team Pro taking a trophy this week?
She was down to 12,000 chips when she was all in with fives, and she knew it. She was nearly out to a flush draw. Woo!
No, password not Rick Trigg, password not Mormon, password not Silver Pigeon.
Look at that for the pot against Eunice. Thank you, she says. Over 600,000. Who fancies a sneaky couple of pound on Katy Swift tomorrow?
And after this hand, we could just go to the giveaway now, couldn't we? We ain't got hole cards.
Pardon?
Should we go to the giveaway now? Or
Well,
do you want to wait till the end of the
You can
hand?
do the giveaway whenever you want, pal. You don't need to wait till the end to the hand. Only thing time was I know, Tom, we thought about that. We thought about not showing the cards, and we know if you see two cards in a box, you know it's going to win the hand. But without any information regarding any cards or at all, and the proper camera movements, then it is a bit tough for us. So we thought we'd just leave them in. A lot of people didn't work it out,
Sparky did.
including me. I'm like, they're not the real cards, and they're still showing.
So there we go, end of hand. And it's giveaway time.
Come on then.
Have you got your pen?
I have pen.
He's got his paper. Last one of the day. We've got one €15 token to give away. Just the one, so closest to Tao's answer will get it. Quick rundown of the rules. I will ask Tao a question. He will write it down on that piece of paper. Closest to Tao's answer will be the winner. One guess per account. Don't multiple guess or you will be disqualified and banned from all future giveaways. And no guessing until I say go. Wait for Tao to write his answer down. I don't want him getting any ideas.
I need help.
No explanation about this. All I'd like to know, Tao, is in metres,
10.
how long is the biggest abacus ever? In metres, how long is the biggest abacus ever?
What's an abacus?
I said it's about counting. What does an abacus do? Helps you count. 1, 2.
Bold on it.
Yeah. That's the one. That's the one. You know. See.
How long is the biggest abacus
in the world ever been made?
Was it? Could you buy it in Woolies?
It was made in China. I will give you that information.
In meters.
10 seconds.
In meters.
In meters.
This
How?
is going to be a ridiculous answer because it's Chinese and they're have made one about that reaches the moon.
Tao's guess is in. Go, go, go. Good luck.
He's got me back, obviously. He's obviously got me back for the Ed Sheeran. Lee might have known.
This guy won't know.
Lee might have known.
How long's the biggest abacus?
No.
Oh.
The Ed Sheeran question.
Oh, the Ed Sheeran question.
The Ed Sheeran question, right? Are you listening? Are you listening to the Ed Sheeran question? Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran has had the biggest grossing. He had the biggest grossing tour ever. Okay? Up until this year when Elton John broke it. Yeah. How much in dollars was the biggest grossing tour? It was a 2-year tour. Ed Sheeran travelled all around the world. How much did it make?
1.4 billion.
1.4 billion. It's actually closer than you.
No, it's not. How good's your maths? What's 700? What's 700,000? Take it. 700 million. Take what?
You were half a billion out, weren't you?
Thank you. So it wasn't closer than me.
776 million, and Jay said 200.
Oh, it's closer.
So yeah, because you went high, you see, because it was the most biggest grossing. So exactly. Good effort, sir.
Good question.
We'll ask you again.
Good question.
So the question is, for those asking, how long in meters is the biggest abacus ever made? How long in meters is the biggest abacus ever made?
PK's laughing because he knows you've set me up like a kipper, because it could be absolutely anything. God, what have you done to me?
It's a great thing about this game, Tower.
I love it. I love it.
And then I will give you the correct answer in a couple of minutes. I told you, I gave you a clue. I said it would be on counting.
Yep, the big abacus when you know 1, 2. Well done. It's worth a guess. How is it how high or how tall or just how big?
How long?
How long? Oh. How long? We used it. We actually had abacuses at school in my infant school. We had wooden abacuses, and
were they in black and white as well?
No, because they were white and red.
White and red.
My balls were red. My abacus was white sticks with red balls.
How are we doing? Skullman. Skullman's watching, having a guess.
Is he playing the? Is he playing the 500 pounder, the side event? It could be.
So, what does Tower think the length is in metres of the longest abacus that has ever been made?
Indeed. You can wait to see if you get a live tell off me. Or you can just have a guess like I did. $509,000 metres. Okay.
That's a long old way, 500.
I tell you what, 500. Like, how many metres are in a mile? About 1,500.
1,600, yeah.
1,600 metres in a mile. That's some abacus.
That is.
509,000.
Let's have a look. We'll figure it out. That's there you are.
318 miles. That's halfway from Land's End to John O'Groats.
An abacus halfway from Land's End to John O'Groats.
That's a long old abacus, that one.
That's someone's guess in the chat. To be honest, they're actually closest to Tower's answer right now. I'm joking. I'm joking.
I could be the furthest away again.
You guys need to put up a clip of when that guy came in after winning the Irish Open Saturday yesterday. Brilliant. One of the moments. So it would definitely make my top 10 moments on stream since doing this job. It would definitely be a top 10.
We'll try and clip it.
It just absolutely sent me.
PK can get it.
Do some commentary over it. Right, so this is the story for those asking what happened. So, first of all, we see a CFO during the day. He come in, he said hello. He's just wearing normal clothes as you do, just jeans, just a dark hoodie, nothing special, nothing outrageous. It was one of them you had to be there moments, to be fair. So he goes home, he comes into the chat box, the CFO. He's in the chat box all night. He's playing an Irish Open satellite. He says to me and Tal, I'll tell you what, if I win a seat, I'll bring you two in some cakes. So night goes on, it goes on. He's in the chat, 20 left, 15 left. Eventually, he wins himself a seat. So then about an hour later, a CFO comes in giving me and Tower some goodies. The only difference is he's changed his clothes. And he's walked in all the Irish Poker Open gear. He's got the hoodie on, he's marching in, he's won his seat, and I just couldn't stop. I just couldn't help but laugh. The guy that literally left the casino 5-6 hours ago wearing completely different clothes has won his seat, thought, you know what, I'm going to get changed into my Irish Open hoodie. I'm going to put that on. Everyone's going to know I've won a seat to the Irish Open when I walk in that casino. And it just sent me. It absolutely sent me spinning. Good old CFO. What would we do without him?
Dear. So then, yeah, it was funny.
So funny.
it was funny. Dear. So, what's the correct answer? What is the answer? We'll just look at Tom to see if Nathan calls, because Tom lags how he's all in seat number 4 for 118. 118 again.
118.
How often? Did you know it was something like £4 a minute, that 118 to call? Bit of a gimmick, that one.
That is good business though. Idea from them. Great business idea from them.
118. Yeah, I guess out of the way there's Niff. So
Tower.
Yes.
The longest abacus ever made.
Here we go.
Is 43 metres. And that is a long way. When you think about it, think of a 100-metre track. Think of a 100-metre track. So just a bit below a 100-metre track. Imagine how long the abacus is. People will be running with the balls on top of their heads like this to get to the other side. They'd be like this, wouldn't they? So 43 metres is actually quite a long way when you think of it like
Is
that.
that all?
What do you mean is that all?
That's horrendous. That's not a world record.
It is a world record.
It's only 120 foot.
Yeah, but they got to put all the balls on. It's a long way, 43 metres. If you look at a 100 metre track, think of a 100 metre track.
That's a shocking world record. 43 metres as a world record for it. It's only 120 foot. I thought you were going to be talking Great Wall of China length. Oh, man. Anyway, you've got about a minute. Oh, dear. 43, that's terrible.
Yeah, you're spot on, Struan. That's exactly what happened, because he walked in, he brought us our goodies, and then, like, it clicked in my head. I was like, bloody hell, he's changed clothes. And just something went in my head. But it was, to be honest with you, we love a Sifo, but it was one of those you had to be there moments. Just being there in the moment, in the room. Nearly ended. I nearly had to take the rest of the day off. I was that bad. I could not catch a breath.
Yeah, the card reader's not working. We have had a table issue. We found out just before the end of the last session. Whatever it was, everything was working perfectly, and then all of a sudden something happened regarding the table and the action tracker and not relaying the cards. So whatever it was couldn't be fixed. Tried at the break. It's not a 20-minute fix, unfortunately, which means PK's on overtime. And I said PKs because me and Jay have got no idea what to do.
Yeah.
We literally don't have any idea on what to do and how to help. But we'll offer us services, obviously. But it's apart from that, fingers crossed it does get fixed overnight or after play has finished in about an hour's time. Yeah, Rich, honestly, you definitely had to be here when he walked through the door, chest sticking out, and the Irish Open blazer was there. So answer to the question, Mick the Mod, get ready to close the comp, please. I'll give them 30 seconds. I'll give you 30 seconds. If nothing happens on this hand, we'll put myself out of the misery. And indeed, I think that is it. It's round to Mike. Oh, the Mike Lee's going to be calling.
And I know you're watching now with Sifo, and thank you very much for the goodies and the cakes today as well.
Yeah, lovely chocolate cake today.
I know you'll take it in good heart, mate. And to be honest, I'm thankful for it because when you laugh like that, that's a good feeling.
Yeah.
When you get into them hysterics. No, Richie Burner. That's not the password for the free roll. I don't think anyone would get it.
No.
The only way you'd get it if you're sitting there and you're some sort of hacker and you're running all the combinations of every eight-letter word to get in. It's that difficult.
So 7 of clubs on the turn, Vince Melly and Michael Lee in the hand. Michael in the yellow t-shirt, sign C number 3, checks.
Giveaway closing after this hand. The question is, how long does Tower think the biggest abacus ever made is in metres? And the actual answer was 43 metres.
Shocking.
But yeah, I know, it's big, ain't it? You wouldn't think it'd be that far. When you think of an abacus tower, a 43 metre abacus is huge. Just think of it.
I understand it's a big 43 metre abacus, 120 foot, but it's a world record. You'd think people would try and better it.
Yeah, but if there was a 42 metre one before, what's the point in keeping going? If the royal record before was 42 metres, you get to 43 and you stop, surely.
If I knew the record for the longest abacus was 43 metres, I'd have had a go myself.
Yeah.
I would have had a go myself.
Good evening, Chris Cunliffe, tuning in on YouTube.
Is the password antelope, says Valerie.
It's not antelope.
It is not. Is it shameless?
It's not shameless.
But that's shamless because he had to make it. Jody had to make it 8 letters.
Yeah.
At least antelope's 8 letters.
Vince fires and Michael just moves all in from the big up to 390.
So we get ready to close the comp, Mick, and this is just ridiculous. 10 seconds, Mick. It's actually ridiculous. Honestly, I would have had a go. I'd have gone myself.
But you would have had a go at breaking
If
the record.
I'd have realised, me and my woodwork teacher,
Mr. Toms?
No, that was my maths teacher.
At least I remember one of your teachers.
Mr. Toms was my maths teacher, and he told me I was amazing in the first year, and what happened after that? That's what he said. That was my report. What happened?
You took away my abacus, sir. That's what happened.
Do you know what happened?
Go on.
Algebra.
Algebra.
Yeah.
I found algebra easy.
Algebra that happened.
Algebra.
And then we started going on to
Trig.
trigonometry.
Yeah.
And that was it. I might as well have just stuck to reading.
Did you get to proofs or
Who?
vectors or hyperbolic functions? Did you get that far?
Yeah, I went to their concert in 1988.
The hyperbolic functions coming to you for one night only.
Hyperbolic what?
Hyperbolic functions. So you know in trig, I think I said this to you the other day.
I have heard it.
Cos, you got cos, sine, and tan. Hyperbolic functions, you have cot, sec, and God, it's been that long. Like they're the opposite of each other. So cot's the opposite of tan, sec's
black and
the
white.
opposite of cosine. Oh, someone help me out! Someone help me out with the hyperbolic functions. Cot, sec, and what's the other one? Help me out, chat box.
It's the password Wazzocks. You great, useless, bony-eyed, bad-faced Wazzock. That was in the song that was in the chart.
Cheers, Ben. Of course it is. Cosec. That's the one. Thank you very much, Ben T.
Cheers, Ben. Ben knows.
Yeah,
So,
Ben's good at
10
maths.
seconds to close the comp, please. 10 seconds to close the comp. Make the mod. Get ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Close the comp.
Close the comp, make the mod. Thank you very much indeed.
Oh, this is going to be good.
Cheers, Richard. Cheers, Richard Thomas. And my answer's not bad, actually. It's not nowhere near as bad as what it could have been, because it's not in the thousands. And it's not even in the high hundreds, which is really good. I'm glad about that. So, the comp is closed, and it was only 43 metres, the world record for the longest abacus, which is absolute rubbish. You'd think they'd try to make them a lot longer. I've no idea why, but somebody would
Because
think.
I told you why. Imagine picking up one of them balls and running
Yeah,
43
but you can make the
metres.
balls lighter.
I guess, but it's still a long way to go to
You
move
have a-
one ball from one side
You
to
have
the
a
other.
long piece of wood, and then you have a light ball, and you wang it on it. 1, 2. That's what you do. So I just went with some kind of number, but I didn't think it weren't horrendous because it was just 231 metres, which is only 600 feet. So I thought that was plenty.
So you think-
stick it on a beach?
You think
Yeah.
this is the best example? Imagine Usain Bolt running the 100 metres.
Yeah.
Well, the 200 metres.
Yeah.
An abacus that long. You think that would be possible?
Yeah.
Where would they put it?
Well, why would they do it in the first place? Why do they do anything like grow anything big?
To break a world record.
Why do you need an 83-pound onion? But there is one.
This is the world record.
How many burgers do you need to have to get that one sorted out? 231. was
2,
my
3,
answer.
1.
Go on then.
That's
Who got close?
I'd just 2, 3,
That's
1.
not half a billion. How
Yeah, I
is it?
know, but in context of what the question was, like Ed Sheeran could have been anything. I think that's a lot worse than my answer personally. But doesn't matter. Someone's won some money, and that someone
Was?
Aaron Wilson, who guessed 2, 3, 4. Well done to Aaron Wilson, who guessed 2, 3, 4. Was 3 off of Tower's answer. You win the final €15 token. All I need from you is your alias in the chat box, please.
Well done. If you use plywood, it can be as long as you want it to be. 40
Do
feet.
you know the walk from the Travel Lodge on Berry New Road to the casino?
Yeah.
I'd say that's probably about your answer, what you've just put.
200 metres?
I'd say that's about 200 metres.
What? Call. I'll have for £1,000. I'll have £1,000 for every metre over.
Well, what? It's a 5-minute walk. Not even.
What? And you? What do you think Usain Bolt does the 200 metres in 5 minutes?
No, he does it in
21 seconds.
21 seconds. Yeah.
You think you can run to the Travel Lodge on Berry New Road in 21 seconds?
I reckon I could do it in under a minute.
I'm calling that as well.
I reckon I could run.
I'm calling that as well. You lasted 3 minutes on a football pitch last week.
I reckon I could run from that Travel Lodge to the casino in under a minute without going round the gate bit, just to the where they go.
I'd let you touch the fence outside. I'd let you touch the closest point.
Oh, back to the action. Not
That
much.
wasn't a shocker, Dave. That was pretty good. 30 metres. That was pretty good, I thought. Yeah, Katie's up to 600,000. And we've actually not lost anybody in a long time. In a long, long time. We're on 22. We've been 22 for nearly an hour.
Okay, so Ben said it's
No. But what me and PK has just agreed to is I've got the stopwatch, he's got the camera, and we're going to film it and we're going to show it on live stream.
I don't think I'm doing 800 metres in a minute. I'd break the world record myself. Forget the abacus record. 800 metres in a minute. Imagine.
Oh dear. You're like Seb Corn speed.
It's because in a cab it seems a lot quicker, doesn't it?
Well, obviously he's doing 40 mile an hour. In fact, it's that long, you normally have a kip in the taxi.
It didn't seem like 800 metres in a cab. All right, so let's backtrack 10 minutes. Imagine a quarter of the walk to the Travel Lodge from the casino and an abacus being that long. So time bank's being used here from Tom. It's really annoying that we can't see hole cards here, but Tom went for the 1BB block on the river and Vince has just set him in.
We should lose the old cards more often. Imagine running out of breath at Strange Ways Prison.
That
would you like to come in for an hour?
That would speed you up.
My answer was 230.
One.
I tried to make it smaller. Trying to make the abacus
Try and
smaller.
knock a metre off so it don't look as bad. I wonder what Tom's got here. That wants to block for 1B. Not obviously he can't have a straight, otherwise he'd call off, but interesting.
'23rd, Maj Iqbal. We're on 22.
Alex D, and sorry for the guys that have heard this 50 odd times already, but the whole cards unfortunately aren't reading. We've had a few technical issues, so we're just dealing with the end of the day without whole cards. Me and Tower having some banter in the booth, having some good laughs anyway. It's actually been a really fun session. Not been much poker talk, but there's been relentless talk about basically everything else. How are we doing, Bozzy and Bosley in the chat? Good evening, sir. You've joined us for the last probably 50 minutes. Oh, the man of straw. What's Katie's best finish in a GUKPT? I think it was against Ludo in Edinburgh a couple of years ago. I'll double check, so I don't want to give you false information. But I know she's made 2 final tables. She obviously comes second in the Goliath back in 2015. But I'm pretty sure.
5th, wasn't it? Edinburgh?
I'm sure she come.
She came 5th in Edinburgh.
No, she didn't. I'm sure she come second or third.
In Edinburgh?
Second or third,
Jamie
100%.
Jamie Nixon came 4th.
There we are, 3rd place in Edinburgh. I knew it was second or third. I knew it was podium. 3rd place, Katy Swift in Edinburgh. Is Katie's best finish in her main event.
Well done, Kay.
So as you've gone out, Tower, I've just had a text from the missus, as you can see.
Yeah.
Obviously watching the stream.
Hi, Alice.
She goes, please don't try and run that. I would like you back home on Monday, not in the hospital. Because she knows when I went football, I ended up in hospital.
I love it. Oh, good evening, Alice. Want to meet your cat in Coventry? Oh, brilliant. I would love to have just gone outside. I'm going to prove you wrong, Tower.
Just there, pulling my socks up, doing stretches.
I'd have got you the 118 outfit.
Could you imagine?
Any accommodation in Dublin, says a CFO. Oh, right, he's asking Dara. Oh, he wants to top and tail with Dara already, a CFO. He doesn't need a hoodie, Dara.
Yeah.
He's already got one.
And if you let him top and tail you, Dara, I'm sure he'll bring his Irish Open duvet that he's got as well, older CFO.
Yeah, and the chocolate cake.
And the chocolate cake, Victoria sponge.
What's the odds on Jay pulling the army? Oh, dear.
The CFO's only there to collect Dara's latest book.
There we go. You're not expecting any money, Dara, are you? Hoping Stu can make it a treble, yeah. Well, he's still in, he's Stu Rutter.
How we doing, D. Herbert? Glad you're enjoying the coverage. It's difficult for us, obviously, without whole cards, but we're making do with it. We're having some laughs in the booth.
Mike Lee with Ace King. Guess what wins the end?
Shh, some people don't know yet, Tower. Keep it on the down low. That's brilliant. So Dara goes, nope, and then Asifo goes, Dara just gives it to me. Dara then says, it's a tradition, I ask for money, and then he haggles me down to 0, and then Asifo goes, he can't waste time negotiating.
He haggles me down to 0. Cal's got jacks. Now then we have Cal Morel, 235,000. Michael Lee has moved in after the 3-bet from Cal.
Yeah, Cal's not folding this. Well, he might be thinking about it because it's Michael. He does call it off eventually, but Michael been playing so snug that maybe Cal was thinking about a hero fold there, but we can't fold Jack's hijack button for 30. And off to the races here. Huge flip for both.
Huge. Jacks for Cal. Ace King for Michael. Who flips best? Who wins? Does Cal stay in front with the jacks? Does Michael get there with the Ace King, and do we lose Cal Morel? Another cash. But can it be an FT for Cal? Or will Michael get up to 600k?
These are the crucial flips you need to win.
Yep.
Deep in tournaments.
Wow. Ace, king, 2 flop. 8 of spades on the turn. Cal is needing to hit a jack or he is out in 22nd. And he is. Fills up on the river. Cal, 22nd. Another super run from Cal. Well done to him. £3,000. A few more points into the bank as well. Thanks to Action Tracker Mike for inputting all the cards so we can see the cards as they come on the flop, the turn and the river. Cal Morel out to Mike Lee. Mike doesn't play out of line too many times.
Toddy busted key man. I think it was around 30 something for Toddy. Even further down the pack, 49th was Alex Todd. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, Tom Mass. When it's an all-in situation like that, it's fine because obviously we don't know who wins the hand because there's 2 cards showing. But all it is our action tracker inputting cards live, manually, so when the delay catches up, the cards are ready at the start of the hand for us to see.
Yep. So, Cal departed in 22nd, means we're down to 21.
Yeah, and we know what's going to happen here, guys. It's going to be an all-in from Tom, and obviously Paul calls it off.
Yeah, but we don't know who wins.
Yeah, that is true. We don't know the outcome.
That is what we don't know. So Tom likes our ace queen, Paul Trotter in C1 with King Jack. Does Tom double? Or do we have another elimination on the feature? So King Jack and ace queen, and the ace hits. Only needing to fade in
Runners.
now.
Going to be done on the turn most of the time, but never easy.
Tens. Needs to fade a 10. And does. So it's up again.
And as Tom fills up, heading to an outer table, and it's Simon Taberham who's all in with the ace deuce versus Katie's ace jack.
I'm going to say Katie's videoing again, so ace 2 for the double.
And so looking good for Simon. Finds a deuce on the flop, going to double up through Katy Swift. But Michael Howard's still in. Not wearing a hat today, didn't recognise him.
120, 125 maybe?
I think it's only about 12 bids for Katie. Still with plenty of chips, which is what we want to see.
So the last half an hour of the day. Thanks ever so much for sticking with us. We know we're no hole cards. We do have the action, and we're bringing you out a table action as well when we can get it. But it has been pretty steady, to be fair. We were on 24 around about 2 hours ago.
Said there'd be 3 tables coming back, we thought, so
Yeah.
looking likely. Unless there's carnage across the room in the last 30 minutes.
Yeah, stream finishes around about 12:15 with the 40-minute dinner break. Around about 12:15 the stream, maybe 5 minutes after 12:20.
Gets that one through, does Paul, and once again heading to an out up. Kieran Price is all in with ace 4. Stu Rutter finds aces in the big.
As you do.
However, Kieran does flop a direct out now. Can find one of the 2 remaining 4s.
And doesn't. Well, Kieran, well played, sir. Kieran Price.
Yes, very fresh.
So I'm guessing in about 20 minutes time clock will be paused and we will play number of hands left today.
I don't think I'll be able to hear because my sound is distorted. Yeah, if you get to hear how many hands it is at the end of the night, guys, let us know because my sound isn't working with the direct feed to the table.
Can you not stick a few tunes on, lads? It would be the most diverse music selection if Tower and me were playing our own music.
You know what? I'm going to Google.
Bugsy Malone?
I'm not watching a movie at this time of night. No.
Movie?
Yeah, I'm not watching a movie at this time of night.
Bugsy Malone's a
It's
rapper.
one of my favourite films ever.
He's not in a film. He's a rapper.
It wasn't in the film I watched.
There's no... The film's obviously nicked the name of the film off of him.
How old's Bugsy Malone?
Probably like mid-30s now, I'd say.
Mid-30s.
Maybe. Go on, how old's the film?
1969?
He might have even got the
think
name from the film. But what was you going to say anyway before I said Bugsy Malone?
I want to see if the Proclaimers are on tour this year, because I'm definitely going to see them. That's what I was going to watch.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was going to look at. So I'd also like to go to a Hibs game, just so I can hear Sunshine on Leith live. I've seen the videos.
Aaron Wilson with a correction. Bugsy Malone's 1976, apparently.
76, was it late as that? 76.
And Richie
With
Burner
Scott
says,
Baio.
Richie Burner says, that's mad. Me and my missus were having a discussion today about Bugsy Malone. My cousin met him the other day, and I said, that's an old film.
It is 1976. No, it was Scott Baio, wasn't it? It was Bugsy. A load of stars in that who went on to do a lot of TV in the 80s, 70s and 80s and 90s. So you want to be a boxer, you want to be the best.
Is that not Pokemon? I want to be the very best. Did you not watch Pokemon Tower? You know what Pokemon is? He doesn't. He's looking at me like...
Pokemon? What's that?
What colour's Pikachu?
Yellow.
Oh, okay. You do know Pokemon then.
Oh, I've had a message. Are the Proclaimers touring this year? There are no upcoming events.
Ah.
Damn. Damn. Oh, why? Yeah, Jodie Foster was in it. Dexter Fletcher. It was like an all-star cast from the late 80s and 90s TV. How do you get a Pikachu on a bus? You Pokemon. Nice one, Jeff. So heading towards the last number of hands soon. 6 hands the card was picked, says Poker Girl. Thanks very much. Thank you very much indeed. Good to see Nathan Slater back in. I've got no audio to the room. That's my problem. There's no audio to the room I can hear. And then if I want to watch YouTube, then obviously it's on a delay, so I wouldn't be able to hear it, unfortunately. Then I'd be listening to my own voice, which would make it really weird. Oh, there's no audio on YouTube either. Yeah, it's obviously the table, with the table issues that we've had. That was obviously one of the problems, the table audio. Obviously the cards, something's off 3/4 of the way through the night. Decided to pack up. BK will be on the case when we finish. Not going to be easy for him. He's going to have a late night, that is for sure. But you guys, thanks ever so much for sticking with us. We've tried to keep it going. I know we can't see any hole cards. We get a bit of action when we see an all-in and a call. We've got some outside footage as well from PK as he brings it to us. But thanks ever so much. Jim Marlowe. Jack Link's beef jerky whole card cam playing up. Why is beef jerky in America so expensive? Hiya Don Jones watching on YouTube. Cheers mate, thank you very much. Probably see you in Coventry.
How are we doing, Don Jones? Love Donna. Do always says hello. Always smiling.
Yep.
Always got the deer snatcher on.
All right, Tower. Oh, yeah.
And then Jim Marlowe, Poker Girl. Thank you very much. It's hard. It is hard without the whole cards. But then again, you sort of get.
It is hard because Jay's that good at the analysis, and obviously he can't see anything. It's really hard to try and guess what it can have.
Like I can talk about ranges, I can
Yeah.
talk about sizes, but it's just boring for you guys without whole cards. You don't want to hear what size we should be going on a certain flop at what frequency and stuff like that. You just so much better when you got a visual of the whole cards. We like to take them out of question anyway, but always nice when you can see it. But you've had a sort of different entertainment tonight. Not much poker talk, but we've gone off tangent a lot. And hopefully you've just enjoyed the chat in the booth that has been occurring. It shouldn't be long until the clock's paused.
This is the last level. This will be the last 20 minutes. The last 20 minutes. It's loaded up the real Dara. Yes, it is. It is indeed. Confirmed it when he said that he had to get a C4 book. There's only Dara would know that when they haggled him down to nothing. I love that.
That is brilliant.
Oh, that's so good. It's looking like 20 at the minute. We're in the last 20 minutes of the night. So Paul Trotter, 740,000 in C number 1. Eunice gets out of the way, and so does Mike Lee, who's built his stack way up to 700,000.
A good field left in. A few notable names. George Pop in 7. Simon Benson says, I hope George Pop gets knocked out so Tower can say his famous line. How many times can someone go Pop though, really?
Jaggers goes pop,
you
pop,
just
pop.
you can't
Jaggers goes pop,
you can't
pop,
use the same line over and over again every time someone busts. You got to come up with new material.
That is true. Off to bed, great stream. Stroud Taylor, PK will be under the table, ringing. I don't know, he'll be phoning a friend soon, I'll tell you. It won't be an easy job either. It's looking like a bit of a dismantle of the table to make sure that it's nothing major. But we will be back tomorrow. We will be back tomorrow. No worries about that. From 20 past 12 we'll be here. But can we play the Entertainer? Do you know what? The Entertainer is one of my go-to pieces of music when I just want to listen to something that makes
Is that Robbie Williams?
Makes me smile. No.
Let me entertain you. That's not okay.
That
don't
is
worry.
Robbie Williams.
yeah. I thought that
But
was
the
song.
No, the Entertainer is not. It's is it Scott Joplin? It's one of the finest pieces of music on the piano ever.
Really? Better, nicer than fur release.
Yep, a lot better.
That's a very.
A lot better.
I'll have to listen, Tower.
It's that Robbie Williams. It's that one. Do 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 do.
Oh, okay, I know.
I
know it. Believe it or not, I think I can actually, well, not anymore, but play it.
I bet Boothie can. I bet Boothie can play.
I mean, that's one thing I always regret, not sticking with an instrument and just stopping as soon as I finish school and never touching it again.
The Entertainer. It's that Robbie Williams. You'll come up with some great one-liners, you do.
I don't even mean to, that's the problem. They're not great if I don't mean to. It just makes me look stupid. Good luck, Big Jimmy, playing the Vic tomorrow. Surely the clock's got to be paused soon, Tower.
Yeah, we're on the last 6 hands. We finish about 20 past.
Oh, we're on the last 6.
We're on the last 6. We finish about 20 past.
When did we get last? Well, you didn't let me know. The last 6 was called.
I'm just guessing.
So when you don't know if we're on the last 6, you're just making a complete outright punt here and just gonna assume.
Always 6. Was the entertainer not the music from the Pot Snooker? No, the music from Pot Black was by somebody called Winifred Atwell.
Snooker program. Was that not Snooker Loopy? Snooker Loopy, nuts are
that was
we?
Chaz and
We're
Dave.
all snooker. Loopy.
That was Chaz and Dave.
Pot the red, then
Rabbit,
screw
rabbit,
back for the
rabbit.
yellow, green, brown, blue, pink, and black.
No, Pot Black was Winifred Atwell. And Winifred Atwell actually had a #1 hit and about 6 others. I do remember because Ted Lowe came up with the famous line of, "Oh, he's got himself into a bit of trouble here. And if you're watching in black and white, the brown is behind the blue." That's what he said. Whispering Ted Lowe came up with the absolute immortal line.
Jim Marlowe says they announced the last 6 hands 7 hands ago.
Yeah, Poker Girl stuck it in about 5 minutes ago that it was 6 hands.
Vince going to open in the cut-off, back end of the day. Vince is on some run of form at the moment, Tower.
He is. He won a big one in Nottingham.
Prague as well, come second in the big one.
Yeah, and he
Final tabled at the Vic.
Final tabled in the Vic and cashed in Coventry.
Dano, Chris, I think it will be, yeah.
They were in the card reader will be sorted for tomorrow. Well, we know for a fact that PK has got a screwdriver ready to dismantle the table.
And I hate to put pressure on him, but I've been doing this job 6 years and he's not let me down once yet, so...
Not once.
Not once, not once.
Not once.
We'll all be good for tomorrow, Dano, don't worry. And we still have the big one to give away for the giveaways, the closer seat, 1 remaining token.
As we're down, Blythe Patterson with the ace king. Simon Taberham, who was giving us the running commentary on the rugby on the feature table earlier today, with the kings.
This is a huge pot as well, Tower.
Simon there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the kings hold.
We're going to lose Blythe, and I think that's going to be like 700-800k stack for Simon.
Huge. Yeah. Not seen Simon Chapman.
He knows
for a
I've been
while,
grinding
so
all day.
comes back. Making day 3.
We did see him on the mini final table.
Get your roast.
Yeah, that's what I say. He's come back this week.
Oh, for a while this week. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not seen him for a while. I mean, he's come back this week. And
It's been a good week for him. Looking for a second final table. Looking for the mini main double for FTs.
well, there's moments in time it's looking like 19 coming back. Have you ever watched the film Sting?
Steve Borden.
Paul Newman.
Steve Borden. We're talking about different bloody Stings.
We're actually talking about the film Sting now,
Oh,
and
what?
not the musician from the Police or
The wrestler.
The wrestler.
But no, I haven't seen the
All
film
right,
Sting.
that was the main tune in the Sting, the Entertainer, when they were doing the heists. What the Entertainer was all about. They were fiddling the horses so they get all the money from all the punters, big punters. So they had it all fixed, and it was.
Oh, okay.
And they're off, but they obviously all knew all the races were fixed. Is that the Robbie Williams Jr. whistling? Cheers, Holly. Oh.
I blame my older brother Joe Diego. He used to like the WWE when I was growing up, like 8,
Yes.
9 years old, and Sting was his favourite wrestler. So that's why I know his name. I know he was born in Omaha, Nebraska.
Wow.
Because you know when you got an older sibling, older brother, and
Yeah.
like everything they do, you want to do when you're growing up.
Yeah. Obviously left the WWE for some reason. Probably fell out with Vince McMahon.
You saw him wrestle at Wembley last year at the age of 63.
63.
Katie's got more than enough chips, we think, for tomorrow, man. A straw. We'll have chip counts in about 10 minutes.
Yep. Was he never in the WWE ever? Was he not? I didn't know that.
Was it not ECW? What was the other one called? T something. This is when I got older and I stopped watching it, but he was in something. TWO?
No idea.
I don't know. Because I never used to watch it.
Yeah, Vince has left the company. WCW.
WCW.
That didn't Vince McMahon buy out WCW because they were getting too good? I'm pretty sure.
I have no idea, Tower.
Yeah. There will be a book tomorrow on the remaining 19 players as it stands right now. It'll be interesting tomorrow morning when you wake up on Grosvenor Sport to have a punt. Do we think Katy could be the best back player? Yep, correct, says Joe Diego. They were getting too good. And they really were.
Yeah, exactly, Jim Marlowe. You got it on a tee there. 6 years later, and you're still expectantly asking me questions about pop culture references from pre-1988. Even though you've known for 6 years, I'm not going to know anyway.
You might have broadened
I know
your
Bowie.
horizon.
I know David Bowie. David Bowie.
Well, he's passed away.
Yeah, but I'm still aware of David Bowie. And look at this, all this chat we're having, Tal. We haven't even realised how long they've been finished for. We finished the day. And there's the stacks. James Parker, 1.2 million.
South African James Parker.
South African. South.
Simon Taborn was just saw with that huge pot. He said it was a big pot.
It was
963. Dean Hutchinson will be favourite in the book tomorrow. on the bracelet hunt last year when he was on the final table of the main event. Dean Hutchinson. Who else is gonna? We've got Bowley, we've got Bin Fu, we've got Mike Lee, we've got Mr. Trotter.
The Mad Turk there as well.
Mad Turk again. Rob Duras, Stu Rutter again. Katy down to 280. Lost a few pots in the later stages. Nathan Slater, well done, Nath. Final day. Lee Tatters. Some good names. George Goes Pop in 104,009 bigs tomorrow. We're just about done for the day. Thanks ever so much. And I know we've had problems, and PK is now going to sort them out because. Come in.
Come here, Grimo. Come
in.
here.
Hello, boy. You can't be quiet. Get yourself down and sit. I said Bob down, but he stood up. Come here, sit on my knee. There's Grimo. Yes. First day he's had a bottle of wine and he's been on the Grey Goose all night and he's won a couple of pots at the Omar in Wee Riggy. I hope you've done Riggy. Did you do him?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
He's gone home.
He's gone home.
Yeah,
Barry Grind's been playing cash all night. I'll see you in 2 minutes, Barry. He's been playing cash all day. He's had a great week in Manchester. He loves his local casino. He really does. But they're the final 19. There will be accounts and there will be a book tomorrow on Grosvenor Sport. PK is going to get the toolbox out, and fingers crossed that everything is good for tomorrow. But we will still be here, and it's either going to be a tough day for this fella or it's going to be a lot easier.
Yeah, we'll be fine either way.
We'll go for the latter, please.
Yeah, and if you're looking for a bet tomorrow, I always try and give you a little shout where there might be some value. I always say bottom of the pack when there's a good player down there, always worth a little punt, because if they get a spin up. Yeah, I was going to get there, but I think Tom Lagsauer's worth a little couple of quid. He'll probably be 50s potentially. I think if Tom's 50s or better, I have a couple of quid in him. If he spins up, definitely can play him with a shout. Rob Duras, as Tara said, going to be great value. Rob's due, very overdue, very good player, plays solid stuff, overdue, and maybe this could be the one that he wins. Favourite in the book, probably going to be Dean Hutchinson, as Tara said.
I would say that.
Very good player.
Even over James Parker, who's got a big chip lead.
I agree, plenty of chips. But that's it from us tonight, guys. I've got to do a quick minute run down the Berry New Road, get to the travel lodge.
Hey, I tell you what. If we were going to do what we did and get PK to video it, he'd beat you there.
What do you mean he'd beat me there? You say that. You said on dinner break you was going for a jog around the car park. I could run to that hotel before you jog around that car park.
Cool. Telling you. It's been a great day. Sorry about obviously the what happened in the last session, but we muddled through and we gave away a lot more money than we should have done again. 19 down to a winner tomorrow from 12.20. We'll see you then. Thanks for sticking with us, and we've enjoyed you lot in the chat as always. Thanks ever so much, and we'll see you tomorrow 12.20 to crown a new champion here in Manchester. Ta-ta.
Good night.